Mr. Rogers, Chocolate Mint, and the Donner Party are all on this day. Welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is February 19th, 2021. It is the 50th day of the year. We got 315 days left in this year. It is also the 8th Friday of 2021. And Texas has restored power and water to most of the residents after a crazy winter storm. So that's a plus. Today is National Chocolate Mint Day. National Chocolate Mint Day is observed annually across the nation on February 19th. This holiday has been set aside for all the chocolate mint lovers to eat their favorite treat all day long and potentially slip into a diabetic coma sometime after noon on that day. All right, let's see what else February 19th has given us. 1847, the first group of rescuers reached the Donner Party. Now, if you don't know, the Donner Party was a group of American pioneers who migrated to California in a wagon train from the Midwest. They departed Missouri on the Oregon Trail in the spring of 1846. They were one of several attempting to make this same overland trip. Tons had done it before. The journey west normally took between 4 and 6 months, but the Donner Party was slowed after electing to follow a new route called the Hastings Cutoff, which bypassed the established trails and instead crossed the Rocky Mountains. Even though they were warned not to take the cutoff by the guy the cutoff was named after, Lansford Hastings. Now, going through the Rocky Mountains, they got slowed even more, and this put them months behind. They should have been through the Sierra Nevadas in California near Reno and all that sometime in September, mid to late September. But by early November, the migrants had reached the Sierra Nevadas, but became trapped by an early heavy snowfall near Truckee Lake, which is now Donner Lake. This is in what now they call the Donner Pass, which is southwest of present-day Reno, Nevada. So they were stuck in the Sierra Nevadas, and their supplies were really, really low by mid-December. And that's when it got ugly. There's stories of cannibalism and all kinds of weird stuff. It started off as a party of 87 members, but only 48 survived. Historians describe this as one of the biggest tragedies of California's history. It's very, very interesting. If you ever get a chance, do research on it. They've got tons of Discovery and PBS shows on it. I'd suggest watching one. It's really, really interesting. 1915, World War I, the first naval attack on the Dardanelles begins when a strong Anglo-French task force bombards Ottoman artillery along the coast of Gallipoli. 1945, World War II, the Battle of Iwo Jima. About 30,000 United States Marines land on the island of Iwo Jima and attempt to unass the Japanese from the island. Okay, sorry. I was in the infantry, and unassing someone means getting them out, getting them out of the area, chasing them off, killing them off, whatever you want to call it, unassing the AO, area of operation. Anyway, now you got a little infantry history. In total, 110,000 Marines, U.S. soldiers, and U.S. Navy hospital corpsmen, Seabees, United States Army Air Force personnel, along with 500 ships, are involved in the attack. What they faced was 20 to 21,000 dug-in Japanese soldiers, 23 tanks, 438 artillery pieces, 33 naval guns, 69 anti-tank guns, and 300 anti-aircraft guns. The casualties were about 26,000 for the U.S., with about 7,000 dying. 2 were actually captured but recovered. The Japanese lost over 18,000, and they took 216 prisoner. All in all, it was a very, very bloody battle. It lasted for about 5 weeks. Went from 19 February to 26 March. 1963, the publication of Betty Friedan's The Feminine Mystique reawakens the feminist movement in the United States. 1976, Executive Order 9066, which led to the relocation of Japanese Americans to internment camps, is rescinded by President Ford's Proclamation 4417. 1985, William J. Schroeder becomes the first recipient of an artificial heart. He leaves the hospital on this day in 1985. 2012, 44 people are killed in a prison brawl in Mexico. Movies released on February 19th. Not a movie, but a television show, and one of the most beloved television shows of all time. 1968, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood premieres. This is a children's series where a friendly neighbor named Fred Rogers teaches his young viewers vital life lessons. This was a groundbreaking show. I watched a documentary on the whole thing and on him in general. Before the documentary, I knew Mr. Rogers was into, he taught us a lot and he just seemed like such a nice man. I didn't realize he actually was just a very nice man. Just a wonderful human being. My favorite part of the movie is when they asked him, well, there was a movie and there's a documentary, but when a reporter asked him, why are you vegetarian? When did you become a vegetarian and why? And he said, it's been a while, but it wasn't a health thing or anything like that. He just, in his head, he decided he shouldn't be eating anything that had a mom at some point. That just shows what a nice man he was. Incredible. Sadly, his wife just passed away a couple weeks ago. Fred Rogers died on February 27th, 2003. Born on February 19th, 1957, Falco. Everyone remembers Falco. He was an Austrian singer, songwriter, rapper, and musician. He died in 1998 in a car accident. He sang that song, Rock Me Amadeus. Yeah, very, very interesting cat. Died on February 19th, 2016. We lost Harper Lee, American author. She is best known for her 1960 novel To Kill a Mockingbird. It won the 1961 Pulitzer Prize and has become a classic of modern American literature. She died at the age of 89 due to natural causes. Now, I talked about this on a previous video, but after she died, another book came out which was supposed to be a sequel to Kill a Mockingbird. But there's been all kinds of discussion about it, that this is just something the family threw together, and there's references to characters that were in To Kill a Mockingbird, but the way they were referenced, it was like this was really just a draft of the original To Kill a Mockingbird, and they tweaked it a little bit and published it. It's a long, drawn-out, weird story. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go forth, be productive, and be nice to each other.